Good morning, everybody. Hi. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. It's a brand new, beautiful Sunday, warm and toasty here in Myrtle Beach, and I'm so excited about having spring arriving, and really it already feels like summer here in Myrtle Beach. So hope you're doing great this morning and excited about all that life has. What a great week we're going to have this week. And this morning, I wanted to just do a little fun topic I've been thinking about a lot. And I basically have, the beginning of this year, I've actually been thinking about what is the giftedness that God has given to me. What are my best two qualities? What are your best two qualities? Do you feel like you have great qualities? Do you feel like you have strengths in your life and you love them and you're using them and you're excited about them? What are the best two qualities that you have in your life? And the reason I guess I've been thinking about this is because when I go early in the year, and Mike and I go, my husband and I go, and we sit down and talk about what do we want to do this year? What do we feel like God wants us to do this year? You have to kind of know, who am I? Who am I? What are my strengths? What are the gifts that God has given me? And this is the thing I have learned, that I cannot be somebody else. Have you ever tried to be somebody else? Really doesn't work, does it? Doesn't work when we try to be somebody else. You really have to embrace who you are. You have to be yourself. Hey guys, so glad to see everybody pop on. Please write me a little comment and say hi. So excited that you're here this morning. But you really, we have to be ourselves. We cannot be somebody else. We have to be ourselves. And so what are your top two qualities? If you could name them right now, I'd love for you to comment and tell me what they are. What are your top two qualities that you have in your life, that they are your gifts? You know you're good at being this type of person. You know this is who you are. And I will tell you what my two are. So my two are this. My two are, y'all see my stuff? You see, I'm planning to go run after lunch. That's my box in the back seat with my shoes and my running clothes. And guess what? My husband's too. So we're super excited about that. But this is what I think my two giftedness areas are. What are your twos? So write them below if you can take, even if it takes you a few minutes to come up with them. My two top qualities are my authenticity and my enthusiasm. Now, I know y'all do not think I'm enthusiastic, but I'm pretty enthusiastic. And I believe that my top two gifts are my authenticity and my enthusiasm. What do I mean by authenticity? Well, I mean that I am real, that I am who I am. I be who I am. I don't try to be somebody else. I try to be real. I don't blow smoke. I've worked very, very hard in my life to learn how to take my black and white, strong voice and cultivate it to where I'm very peaceful around it. I'm very not judgmental about others, so that I really can speak to others in that authenticity without being ugly. My enthusiasm is just kind of natural. I've really worked through some really hard, dark times in my life when I was not very calm. I wasn't very enthusiastic. I was very sad. I was very discouraged. But I have learned that my enthusiasm is a part of my giftedness. And if I allow myself to stay discouraged, I don't have any enthusiasm to give out to others. So I have to work to make sure I stay positive and that I stay energetic, so that I have that authenticity, that I am really who I say I am, and I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not saying stuff that I haven't lived and experienced, and that I have enthusiasm around that. Now, the reason I say that is because when you live your life on purpose, you are taking your two best qualities and you are using them for good. So, what are your two best qualities? Please say hey to me if you just popped in. Say hi. Let me know you're on. And make a note as you're watching of, what do I believe my two best qualities are? Yours will not be mine. Yours will be yours. But what are your two best qualities? Write them and let me know. Own them. That's a big part of you being who you're supposed to be, is that you own who you are. You own your best qualities. Now, I'm going to tell you what I've learned to do too. If you kind of know on purpose who you are and what you do, it kind of gives you a guideline to know who you are and what you're supposed to do in this world. So good morning, Barb. Good morning, Cheryl. Great to see you guys. So I'm looking up here at my little notes that I wrote. So you can know, I'm going to tell you what my purpose statement in my life is. The first thing you do is you have to find your 2 best qualities, okay? So my purpose is to use my authenticity and my enthusiasm to do something. What is it that I believe I'm supposed to do with my life? So I use my purpose is to use my authenticity and my enthusiasm to inspire and educate others, especially women. That is really why I believe I'm doing Sunday Morning Moments, because it is a part of me living up to my purpose. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you share it with other people, because this is a part of what I do to live out my purpose. What are you doing to live out your purpose? So my purpose is to use my authenticity and my enthusiasm to inspire and educate others, especially women. And what do I want to inspire them to do? Number 1, to have biblically successful families. When you have a family that is run in harmony, not in perfection, but loving each other, sacrificing for each other, forgiving each other, doing the things that are biblically what families do. If I can inspire you and educate you to do that, that makes my day. Another thing that I want to do, I want to use my authenticity and enthusiasm to inspire and educate others, especially women, to be a positive force in their culture. I want you to take on a mantra. I want you to take on a personality of positivity, because really negativity is so down. People do not want to hang around with people who are negative. So you have to shift from being negative to being positive. I want to inspire and educate you to be a positive force in your culture. I want you to be a force to be reckoned with. I want you to be reckoned with. I want you to be a force that's moving and impacting people by your positivity. So I want to use my authenticity and enthusiasm to inspire and educate others, especially women. 1, to have biblically successful families. 2, to be a positive force in their culture. And 3, to create a strong, positive lifestyle for themselves and their families. So I have my own business. I love my business. I love for other people to be entrepreneurs. But whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you go to work on a 9-to-5, or whether you're retired, or whether you are a work from home mom, and the income that you create for your family is in your energy and your love and the things you pour into your family, you have a job and a career, my friend, I tell you. So, but you want to create a positive lifestyle for your family. So that is a part of who I want you to be. That's a part of what I want to be. That's my whole mission. Now, this is my next question. Do you use your gifts? Do you even know what they are? And do you use them? Are they at work? Are you aware of them? And do you use your gifts for good? Do you use your gifts to make something great happen? Do you realize you are unique? There is nobody who is like you. Do you take what God has given to you and do you use it every day for good, to build people and inspire people and educate people, to lift people, to be an example? That is who you are. Own it. You cannot be somebody else. You cannot despise who you are. Do you despise who you are? Do you hate who you are? Do you wish you were somebody else? Do you wish you were like somebody else? That's not going to serve you, girl, guy. We got to own it. We have to own it. Now, some of you heard me say a few weeks ago how I underappreciated my husband was for so many years. And even though he is extremely different from me, for a lot of my life, I really did not appreciate our differences. But I can tell you, I have learned by appreciating my own uniqueness that I have to appreciate who he is, because who he is who God wants him to go out into the world. We are so different. I cannot be like him. He cannot be like me, but I cannot expect him to be like me because he's not me. He's not supposed to be. And I tell you, if you try to be somebody else, you're not being yourself. And so do you use your talents and your gifts and abilities? Do you bring them to the world joyfully and with confidence and power and strength? Are you using who you are to make a positive, strong difference in your life? I hope that you are. And I pray that you do not despise others' gifts, but you embrace them. You allow other people to be who they are. You let them to be strong themselves. You let them to shine in the way they're supposed to shine. You look at your kids and you respect and you honor them for who they are. And you don't try to make them become somebody else. You hope for them and pray for them that they will be their very best, right? Their best life, their best person will show up. But that's who you are too. And because you respect who you are, you respect who others are. I really hope today that you will leave here, and before you drop off, come back and listen to it. And put down your 2 best qualities. Own them and get to work with them. Embrace them and love them and make a difference for yourself and make a difference for your family. Make a difference for your neighborhood. Use those gifts and talents and abilities where you go to work, where you are in your family, where you are in your community, in your neighborhood, your civic groups, your business groups, everywhere you are. Those 2 talents should be showing up and used in a great and beautiful way for yourself and for your family. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope today that you are paying attention about your 2 gifts and talents. You find them today. You discover them today. Come back and read this again. Listen to this again and write your talents and share it with me, and I will celebrate with you. And if this has been a blessing to you, I would really encourage you to press share and just share this video with others that you know to inspire and educate and just thrill them. So be a positive force in your culture today. Much love. Have a great Sunday and a wonderful week.